And now, back to the Wine Ladies. CP24 Radio 1050.
All right, we are back. You're listening to the Wine Ladies on CP24 Radio 1050. And we want to remind you that the Wine Ladies are brought to you in part this morning by by
Winning Colors Stain Remover.
Oh my goodness.
Stains happen and disappear.
I'm very excited to have Gary Vaynerchuk in studio here this morning with us, author of Crush It and, of course, WineLibraryTV.com. And he's here in studio with us.
And we're celebrating, actually, the release of Gary's book, Crush It. Let's have a nice toast to that.
Yes.
And also,
and
Gary
I do have
has
some breaking news on that. This Sunday.
Yeah.
Or, well, this is going to, I don't know when this airs. So, on a Sunday, very recently, the book is going to be number 2 on the New York Times bestseller list.
Already?
Wow.
Already. Congratulations.
So, yeah, really excited about that.
That's awesome.
It's a big deal. And
that's awesome.
I'm proud about that.
Yeah, and so you should be. I noticed your shirt matches the cover of your book.
And my favorite football team.
There we go.
None of
Crush
that,
it.
none of that is by
Crush it.
accident.
Oh, none of it's by accident. It's
No.
all by design.
It's all by design.
Actually, we got to
Master
have you autograph this for us
plan.
afterwards.
My pleasure.
Too.
$5.
$5?
No, I'm just joking. I didn't want to buy the Jets.
You're saving your pennies.
So what do we have here?
Yeah, this is a Méthode Classique sparkling wine from Henry of Pelham.
Awesome.
Cuvée Catherine, Brut, it's dry, and it's just won a silver medal at the Ontario Awards. So we thought we'd bring this along to toast your wonderful success and also, as we said off the air, the addition to your family, your 5-month-old daughter.
Little Misha.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. So nice meeting you.
God, nice to meet you too.
All right, so
thank you, Gary.
Let's give this a sniffy sniff.
Yeah,
because
let's
you
do
know
it.
The sniffy sniff is my big thing. I think way too many people out there, I know this is a wine show, so let's focus on these people. People are not smelling wine enough. It is a major trend that is devastating to me. People are just popping and pouring. You've got to romance the wine a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
I love romance.
So I do want people to start smelling the wines. It primes your palate. It opens up your palate to being able to pick up more nuances. And so it's kind of like missing the previews when you go to the movie theater. My wife Lizzie knows we need to leave a good 45 minutes earlier than normal because if I miss the previews, I'm out. It's like such a big part of
really?
Yes, I will not.
That's where you eat your popcorn too, I bet, right?
That's not so much. I need those previews. Like it's such an exciting thing for me.
It's part of the experience.
Absolutely.
It is.
Just like the snippy sniff. So,
Okay.
all right, so let's snippy
go.
sniff it up.
And let's not be shy, right, Gary? Although we can't stick our nose in too deeply with
But you
the
should.
champagne fluid.
Don't be scared. So what are you guys picking up on the nose?
I get a little bit of like a lemon and apple kind of
I agree.
aroma.
I get quite a bit of citrus on the nose.
I'd have to agree with that.
You have to go in there a couple of times.
Do you get a little star fruit?
You know what? I cannot answer that, and I know this is something we
I'm gonna-
talked
I'm gonna-
about.
I'm
You've
gonna-
never had a star.
I'm going
Because I
to be
don't-
very
yeah.
upset with you.
Okay,
I'm going to be very, very upset with you.
I did not smell the star fruit when I went to the supermarket and smelled all of my fruits and veggies, Gary.
This is the core of why I think I've been able to do what I wanted to do. When I was 16 and desperately wanted to be the master of wine of the universe, like
Yes.
He-Man, like He-Man.
You're on
Wanted
your
to be
way,
the
my dear.
He-Man of wine. My parents would not let me drink. And even though I was born in Belarus in the former Soviet Union, European household, even though we were in the liquor industry, we became very Americanized because mom and dad were like, no. And so what I did was I would read tasting notes and see starfruit, lemongrass. What was cassis? No 16-year-old knows what cassis
No,
is.
that's true.
I was like, what is this stuff?
They do know cat's pee, though.
Yeah, that was the only one I didn't go to. I did everything else. I mean, I ate dirt, I ate grass, I ate all these crazy fruits. I mean, I've probably had starfruit 50 times, whereas probably the normal person's never had it. And so it's an important part. You have to go out. You know, I don't know what you guys have here, but, you know, in the U.S. we have Whole Foods and Wegmans and these
We have
things.
Whole Foods, too.
Brilliant. You've got to go out there and you've got to taste and smell these products. I go to the flower festival each year. I just walk around, smell all the flowers, and leave. Have no interest in buying. You know, I should always buy food for my mom and wife.
Yeah.
But,
They're not going to let you in. No.
I'm there to smell it, and so I think for anybody who's listening right now, who's passionate about learning more, it starts at the market. It's get these flavors down. If you read a tasting note in one of these publications and you don't know what cassis or mulberry or blackcurrant is, get up in there.
Yeah. So that's your advice also if somebody wants to train their palate and to get to understand wine a little bit better. That's like ground zero sort of thing.
Absolutely. If you don't know, if you've never had buttered popcorn, then you are missing a substantial backbone of a lot of Chardonnays out there.
Yes, absolutely.
I've had a lot of that butter.
If you've never licked a Bluestone, then you're making a huge
Guilty as charged.
Well, I mean, you've got
my goodness.
you've got to go there because so many Rieslings have that flavor profile.
Yes, that's true.
All right, enough yapping.
All right.
Let's get to drinking.
There's like a little bit of a toasty biscuity.
Yeah,
I get
you always
in there
have
a little
that
bit.
yeasty kind of bread thing.
Yeah,
To
I like
me,
that.
because of the light hint of cinnamon on this, it almost tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I know
The
that
wonderful
cereal.
cereal.
Yes.
I'm sure there's some fans out there.
Yeah.
But I think the undeniable backbone of this flavor is golden apple. I mean, I get
yeah?
an enormous amount of. I feel like somebody shoved an apple directly in my mouth.
Well, it's got good acidity for sure. I find it's very refreshing, nice and crisp. It's dry. I don't know. Let me try again. So
Okay.
golden apple.
Golden apple,
Okay.
Not Granny Smith.
not Granny Smith.
Now listen. If I don't get golden apple, according to your book, we're allowed to get whatever we want when we smell our wine.
Yes, no. But
not
you know what?
judgmental.
I'm really glad you brought that up, right?
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people are listening. Please, 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 do not listen to the Wine Spectator, to Robert Parker, to the wonderful gals here, to me, or anybody else, especially that one friend in your group that's read a couple of articles. Or a
they're
book or two.
dangerous.
It's unbelievable to me how somebody had one nice bottle of wine in their lives and read a couple of magazines and might read the weekly column in the Globe and Mail and decide that they're a wine expert. There are no experts in this game from the standpoint of nobody knows your palate. Nobody completely understands what you like. It's like music, it's like art, it's like those kind of things. And I don't see anybody running around town telling you which foods you should or shouldn't eat. I
Right.
see reviewers, I see people we think are experts,
Yeah.
but people don't let them impose their will on them. People don't let them impose their will on them like with wine. With wine, you go out, you have a bottle of wine, people drink. If you pay attention, everybody will always look to the person that's the biggest wine expert in the crowd
Yeah.
before they make their judgment.
decision,
And
yeah.
the person's like, this is not that great. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I can make my group of friends do anything.
Because they're intimidated by wine.
I know.
That's the problem.
I got to tell you a
Gary.
quick story. I was with my friends the other day, and I was like, I'm going to just play a joke on them. And I was like, God, this really tastes like horseradish. I just made it up because they all know I go there. And everyone's like, yeah, I really get it. I'm like, no. I'm like, you're my friends. Don't just agree. Just call it like it is. You're right. It's very intimidating, and that's why I started Wine Library TV.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get people a little bit more comfortable with it.
And I think you've definitely done that. I mean, when you tune in to Wine Library TV, it's like, wow, really? And you use such different terminology. You don't use a lot of the same terminology that the experts around there use, and a lot of
Yeah.
people don't get.
I agree.